Just in! Breaking news just hit the Bay, and it's shaking the whole crew. This could completely change the direction of our Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Week 7. Mike Evans, the definition of consistency, the captain of the passing attack, might be back just in time for the most intense game of the season so far, against the Detroit Lions. But hold up, what's happening behind the scenes goes way beyond a simple comeback. Team doctors are giving the green light, analysts are betting big, and fans are convinced that tonight could be the triumphant return of our number 13. And hey, if you're part of the real crew, hit that subscribe button right now, because here, the news comes fast, raw, and packed with the fire and pride of the Bucs nation. According to Adam Schefter of ESPN, Mike Evans is officially listed as questionable, but all signs point to him taking the field tonight. The wide receiver hasn't played since Week 3, when he tweaked his hamstring against the New York Jets. Over the last few weeks, Evans has been grinding hard with the trainer, and those who've seen him at practice say the number 13 is moving like himself again. The coaching staff believes he could play on a snap count, meaning limited reps, but used in crucial, high-leverage moments of the game. With Chris Godwin and Bucky Irving already ruled out, and Emeka Egbuka still a mystery, Baker Mayfield will lean on Evans as his go-to anchor. This is the kind of matchup that writes a story, either the hero's comeback or the risk of a setback that could haunt the Bucs for weeks. The second Schefter dropped the update, the crew went wild online. Finally, the offense can breathe again, one fan wrote on X. But if he pulls it again, the season's over. Another warned. The vibe is a mix of excitement and fear, and the betting markets are watching closely. Mike Evans's yardage and receptions lines shot up across sportsbooks, and anyone tracking the odds knows the market believes he's going to produce, even fresh off an injury. And honestly, it makes sense. Before he went down, Evans was Mayfield's #1 target, with 28 passes thrown his way in just 3 games, averaging nearly 10 targets per game. That shows the chemistry between them is still rock solid. And when he's healthy, Evans remains the heartbeat of Tampa Bay's offense. If Evans really suits up tonight, the psychological impact inside the locker room will be massive. Younger players look up to him as a leader, the guy who's carried the Buccaneers flag since 2014, year after year, over 1,000 yards, through different quarterback, coaches, and rough patches. Now, he's coming back right when the team needs him most. A win against the Detroit Lions could put the Buccaneers back in the NFC South race and reignite the team's confidence heading into the heart of the season. But there's still a risk. Another tweak to that hamstring could sideline him for weeks, throwing the offense back into uncertainty. That's why the Raymond James Stadium will be on edge tonight. Every route, every cut, every catch holding its breath. And you know it, crew, when the announcer calls out Mike Evans over the speakers, the whole stadium rises like the pirate captain himself just returned to deck. Now I want to hear from you. Bucs Nation, would you put Mike Evans on the field tonight, even with the risk of a setback? Or would you hold him out one more week to make sure he's 100% for the rest of the season? Drop your take below and hit that like if you feel that victory is in the air tonight. This is hot news straight from the source, with the passion of the fans and the voice of the true crew of Tampa Bay.